had Bikaji as well as Medanta. Let's talk about Bikaji as well itself. Steady listing, Indian ethnic snacks maker. The stock is higher by almost 10% on debut. The CFO of the company, Rishab Jain, now joins in to tell us more about the plans of the company going forward. Rishab, thank you for joining in. I remember you coming here, on the day the IPO opened. You said that at full capacity, you can do 3,500 crores worth revenue with double-digit margins at scale. Now that things have opened up, the street's eyeing what you're doing. Just wanted to understand, what is your target for that 3,500 crore rupee on the top line with double-digit margins? I mean, does it happen in FY24? Does it happen in FY25? Can you give us a sense of the timing?
Yeah, so thank you very much for giving us opportunity. It's always pleasure coming to with you live. And so see, last 3-4 years we're growing at 20-22% CAGR, and it's a big industry. So this industry is close to 1.5 lakh crore of markets, and we are just a 600 crore rupees. We're done, and it's a strong growth prospect which we looks in the coming decade, and it's a big industry, and we are done expansion across all part of India in the last 2 years. So we are very much hopeful that we'll do a same business, same growth in coming years also, and it's a big opportunity for us.
All right, Rishab, it seems the street has enjoyed the snack because the stock has opened up well in the green. So that's pretty good news. Your past performance we have, but give us some concrete numbers.
Yeah.
For this year, you're saying you'll grow by at least 20% on the top line. You know, earlier you were in the silent period, so we didn't want to probe you too much. Now we want those numbers. And the double-digit margin will come in the second half of this year?
So see, in first quarter, we grown at 25% plus growth in first quarter, which has been reported in our RHP and prospectus. So yeah, that's a strong growth. And this year also the festive is very good. So we are looking strong growth this year. And margin perspective, yeah, so say from second quarter onward, we are seeing cooling of the prices of all the key prices, including edible oil. So we are looking at double-digit type of margin in second half of the year.
Double-digit margin in the second half of this year, and you said 20% plus growth in the first half. So this year itself, you'll cross the 2,000 crore mark on the top line. Is that correct? Okay, and I'm just...
yeah, so that's what our, we are intending.
Right. I was just doing some math on your growth prospects going forward. It seems that if you continue to grow at this rate with the capacity headroom that you have, optimum revenue of close to around 3,600 crores would come by 25-26. Is that a reasonable assumption?
Yeah, that's what our target is. So ultimately, we want to grow at so we have always outperformed our industry growth. So industry growing at 15% we will grow at 15% next 4-5 years. And we always outperformed in last many years. So that's what our target is. And, and we want to grow at the same pace.
Okay, so by FY26, you will have revenues of upwards of 3,500 crores.
Okay, all right. Tell us about your...
And also from expansion...
Go ahead.
Expansion perspective, so we have grown, we have done an expansion in last 2 years, and we've done a capacity which will suffice to have a turnover of close to 4,000 crore rupees. So we doesn't need to have further capex, major capex going on for next at least 3-4 years.
Okay, all right. Bulk of your money comes in from your 3 core states. If you could tell us, how do you see this mix change going ahead? Your non-core market will contribute how much of your revenues? And if that is the case, then will it be margin dilutive as you go out of your comfort zone, so to call it?
See, currently our core market is giving close to 72% of our business, and the focus market are giving close to 17-18% of our business. So yeah, of course, so focus is always growing at 1.5 to 2 times of core market. So in next 3-4 years, it will this 17-18% we'll target to grow this to 20-23%. And from margin perspective, there is not much gap between core and focus, because focus market are also nearby Rajasthan, like Haryana, Punjab, UP. So, and also we came up with plant in UP to improve on supply chain, improve on logistic costs. So there will not be have much impact on a margin from that perspective.
All right. It's interesting that, you are looking at all states around Rajasthan, but you're not looking at Gujarat. Is that because Gujarat has its own, local snacking industry? It's extremely competitive. And because Gujarat is close to Maharashtra, we see a lot of that competition in Maharashtra as well. But these 2 states are the largest snacks consumers in the country. Your presence, or your rather absence out there, is kind of quizzical, no?
So see, UP, Gujarat and MP, these three are the biggest market, out of which UP is the biggest in India.
Okay.
And we have selected UP as a focus market. So as a strategy, we have selected 6 states at a time which we want to make it, which we want to focus on for next 3 years at least. And that's what our target is. And of course, we are present in Gujarat, we are present in Maharashtra, we are present across 23 states. But yeah, our focus will be in 6 states, which will be UP, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, and in South, Karnataka and Telangana. That's our focus is for at least next 3 years.
Okay, all right. Rishab, will you do 110 crores of profit in FY24?
So see, this FY23, our target is to do a normalized EBITDA, and that's what target is. In next 3-4 years, we want to increase our EBITDA from 2 perspective. One, of course, we'll have a purchasing power which will built in when our turnover will grow and our purchasing power will grow, and there's a fixed cost sitting in our books because we are currently underutilized.
No,
so once we
Rishab,
utilize this capacity, there will be
Rishab,
efficiency, improvisation.
Rishab, let's try again.
Yeah.
You know, last year you did around 76 crores of profit, net profit, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Rishab, we are enjoying the snack, but tell us, what is it? 110 crores will you do in FY24? Valuation-wise, things are looking stretched. So I ask you whether your profitability can go from around 76 crores in the last year, and in the next couple of years, can it go to around that 110 crores odd mark? That's something that the street wants to know. Go ahead, Rishab.
Yeah, so see, very comfortably. This in FY23 also we are targeting the same growth and this type of numbers in FY23. That's what our target is.
So I'll give you the numbers for your, if you can correct us if our calculation out here is incorrect or our expectation or deduction from what you said. So this year you do about 2,000 crores plus in top line. Next year, growing 20% on that gives you 2,400 crores. 2,400 crores at 10% margin will give you an EBITDA of almost 240 crores. Reduce your depreciation, tax, etc. from there.
Right.
120 to 130 crores PAT in FY24 is possible, right?
Very much.
Very much. Because on the basis of
Very
that, your stock is currently trading at around 60 times. So that is why
so
we're asking
basically
you that.
240, 250 crore of EBITDA will have close. Yeah, 240, 250 crore EBITDA will have close to 130, 140 crore of PAT.
Oh,
because depreciation close to 40, 45 crore, that's it.
Perfect. That sounds reasonable. And finally, how much will you spend on expanding distribution every year? You said that you will be spending about 1.75 to 2% of your sales on advertising. On distribution expansion, how much will you spend every year?
See, so basically that's a budget on ad. Basically, in distribution expansion, we started continue. It's a continuous business, and we didn't need to invest. Basically, in like focus market, we are investing close to 1.5% extra. We giving to distribution, distributor trade margin or retailer margin extra 1.5%. That's it. Other than this, there is no major investment in distribution.
Okay.
We are focusing on technology. We are focusing on DMS. That's a focus we are doing in creating a new markets.
Okay, all right, Rishab. Thanks so much for joining in, giving us some numbers. We'll hold you at that. Remember the next time we chat. But good to speak to you. 2,000 crores for this year.
Sure.
Next year, 20% growth is what you're talking about. Double-digit margins, and you're sounding pretty confident that you can do 130 crores odd of net profit in FY24. It's been good speaking to you. Congratulations on the listing. A lot of people who applied in that IPO will be pretty happy.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you very much.
All right. Most welcome. Well, on that one.